Hola! Welcome to a handy travel guide for those planning to visit the wonderful country of Spain. Understanding cultural norms and unspoken rules is key to a fulfilling travel experience. And today, we're diving into the top 10 unspoken rules that tourists, perhaps unknowingly, often break while in Spain. From respecting the siesta to dining etiquette, tipping culture, and beyond, we've got you covered. So if you're packing your bags for Spain or just curious about Spanish culture, this one's for you. Unspoken rule number 1, respect the siesta. Now, if you're scratching your head wondering what a siesta is, let me enlighten you. The siesta is a long-standing tradition in Spain, a mid-afternoon rest that typically takes place after the midday meal. This isn't just a quick nap, mind you. It's an integral part of the Spanish culture and it's taken quite seriously. During the siesta, businesses may shut their doors and the vibrancy of Spanish streets takes a pause. The hustle and bustle of the morning gives way to a period of tranquility and quiet. Loud noises are often frowned upon during this time, so it's best to respect the peace. Whether you decide to take a nap, read a book, or simply enjoy the calm, remember to keep the volume down. The siesta is a special time for the Spanish people, a time to unwind and recharge. Remember, when in Spain, do as the Spaniards do and take a break during the siesta. Rule number 2, dining etiquette. In Spain, dining is not just about filling your stomach, it's a social event where people connect and share stories. So, it's essential to respect the local dining customs. One of the key etiquettes is to wait for the host to start eating before you dig in. This shows respect and acknowledgement of their hospitality. Another important custom is to keep your elbows off the table. It's considered impolite to rest your elbows on the table while eating. Also, if you're dining in someone's home, it's customary to compliment the host on the meal. Remember, it's not just about the food, it's about appreciating the effort and love put into preparing the meal. And lastly, don't rush through your meal. Take your time, enjoy the flavors, and engage in conversation. So when dining in Spain, keep these etiquettes in mind. Rule number 3, tipping culture. If you're accustomed to the tipping culture in the United States or other countries, you might find Spain's approach a little different. Here, tipping isn't obligatory, but it's certainly appreciated. In many Spanish establishments, you'll notice that service charges aren't automatically added to your bill. This means that tipping is left entirely to your discretion. If you've enjoyed exceptional service or a particularly delightful meal, leaving a tip is a great way to show your appreciation. Yet, it's essential to remember that Spanish workers are generally paid a living wage, unlike in some countries where tips supplement a lower basic income. Therefore, if you decide to tip, it's more about expressing satisfaction rather than fulfilling an obligation. Whether you're sipping on a café con leche at a local cafe or indulging in a sumptuous paella at a high-end restaurant, remember, tipping is a matter of personal choice. So, feel free to tip, but don't feel obligated. Rule number 4, dress code. Now, Spain is a country that values tradition and elegance, and this is reflected in how people dress. It's not about being fashion-forward or extravagant, but about showing respect and fitting in with the local culture. In general, Spaniards tend to dress a bit more formally than what you might be used to, especially in big cities and when dining out or attending social events. Casual beach wear, while perfect for the beach, is often seen as inappropriate in city centers or religious sites. And remember, shorts are generally considered too casual for dining out in the evening. Ladies, you might want to pack a shawl or light scarf for visiting churches, as bare shoulders can be seen as disrespectful. Gents, a neat shirt and trousers will serve you well in most situations. So when packing for Spain, consider the dress code. You want to blend in, not stand out for the wrong reasons. Rule number 5, punctuality. Now this might come as a surprise, but in Spain, time has a different rhythm. You see, the Spanish view on punctuality is more relaxed than what you might be used to. It's not unusual for locals to arrive a bit late to social engagements. This laid-back approach extends to many aspects of life, from dinner dates to business meetings. Being a little late is often the norm, not the exception. So if you find yourself running behind schedule, take a deep breath and relax. You're not alone. Remember, you're on Spanish time now. This isn't about disregarding the value of time, it's about embracing a different pace of life. One that allows for spontaneity and cherishes the moment. So, when in Spain, don't get flustered if your plans don't go exactly as you've timed them. You're not late, you're just on Spanish time. So don't worry if you're running a little late in Spain. Rule number 6, greeting etiquette. When it comes to greetings, Spaniards are known for their warmth and friendliness. A typical Spanish greeting involves 2 kisses, one on each cheek. But don't worry, it's not a real kiss, more of a cheek-to-cheek touch accompanied by a kissing sound. It's a casual and affectionate way of saying hello and is common among friends and family, regardless of gender. Now, if you're meeting someone for the first time, a firm handshake is the norm. But don't be surprised if you're quickly upgraded to the 2-kiss greeting on your next encounter. It's a sign you've been warmly accepted into the fold. And remember, personal space isn't as big a deal in Spain as it might be elsewhere. So, don't back away, embrace the closeness as part of the cultural experience. So be prepared for a warm Spanish welcome. Rule number 7, public behavior. When visiting Spain, it's essential to understand the unspoken rules of public behavior. Spaniards are known for their warm hospitality and friendliness, but they also appreciate when visitors respect their norms. This includes maintaining a respectful volume when speaking. Spanish cities and towns have a vibrant, lively atmosphere, but shouting or loud talking is generally seen as disrespectful. Moreover, even though Spaniards are known for their passionate nature, public displays of affection beyond a quick kiss or holding hands are not common. So, try to keep your affection private. It's about respecting the comfort of others around you. Also, remember that Spain is a diverse country with different regional customs and norms. So, when in doubt, observe the locals and follow their lead. Embrace the culture, enjoy the experience, and above all, be respectful. Public behavior matters not just for you but for everyone around you, so remember to be respectful when in public spaces. Rule number 8, respect for religious traditions. Spain, a country rich in history and culture, is deeply rooted in its religious traditions. These traditions are not simply a matter of faith but also form an integral part of the local customs and festivities. Some of these include the stunning Semana Santa processions during Easter, and the vibrant Tomatina festival, which may seem secular, but is actually in honor of a patron saint. When you're visiting places of worship, remember to maintain decorum. Dress modestly, speak softly, and always follow the guidelines provided. Don't shy away from participating in local traditions, but remember, it's not about mimicry, it's about understanding and respecting the significance of these customs. Whether you're religious or not, it's important to understand that these traditions are a part of the identity of the people here. They carry a deep sense of pride and unity. So when in Spain, show respect for the local religious traditions. Rule number 9, use of English. While it's true that English is a global language, it's not universally spoken. In Spain, especially outside of major cities and popular tourist spots, you might find that English isn't as widely spoken or understood. Now, this doesn't mean you need to become fluent in Spanish overnight, but it does mean that knowing a handful of basic phrases can go a long way. It's about showing respect and making an effort to engage with the local culture. A simple hola for hello, gracias for thank you, or lo siento for sorry can make all the difference. It's also a good idea to learn how to ask for directions, order food, and request help. You'll find that people often appreciate the effort, and it can lead to more meaningful interactions during your travels. So, don't assume everyone speaks English and be prepared with a few Spanish phrases. And finally, rule number 10, respect for the environment. Spain is a land blessed with captivating landscapes, from the sun-kissed beaches to the breathtaking mountains and the lush green countryside. It's a paradise that deserves our utmost respect and care. That means not littering, not disturbing wildlife, and following local rules and regulations. Whether you're exploring the cobblestone streets of a historic city, or hiking in one of the many national parks, remember to leave no trace. Hold on to that empty water bottle until you find a recycling bin, resist the urge to pluck that pretty flower, and stay on designated paths. It's not just about preserving the beauty for future generations, it's about respecting the environment that Spain's diverse flora and fauna call home. By doing your part, you contribute to the preservation of these beautiful landscapes and the creatures that inhabit them. So remember, love Spain as much as it loves you. And that wraps up our top 10 unspoken rules in Spain. We've journeyed through the importance of respecting the siesta, mastering the dining etiquette, understanding the tipping culture, adhering to the dress code, being punctual, following greeting etiquette, behaving appropriately in public, respecting religious traditions, using English sparingly and responsibly, and lastly, respecting the environment. Remember, respecting local culture and customs is the best way to enjoy your visit. Happy travels!